Hello, hello, hello again, friends, and welcome back. First, I want to start off today's stream by putting out into the good world there that we have some good microphone luck today. Yeah, Misty. So we knew there was one stream a couple streams ago where we were having microphone issues, and I think I did get it fixed. But then we realized, Misty let me know there were a couple other streams that had some issues right around that same time. So fingers crossed. I do know that I actually did start shopping for a microphone last night. I think I did. I started looking around, but I think I kind of had my eye on a couple, and then I noticed one today that is be coming out next week that's branded Starfield. So that is interesting me. We'll see what happens, see if how that goes. But it's supposed to be a decent microphone, so we'll see. But yeah, I hate having those type of issues. Hate it, hate it, hate it. But yeah, so we are back in hardcore survival today. I don't know why I keep calling it hardcore survival because it's technically hard survival. But I do tend to call it hardcore survival, and that's fine because we are doing our own thing. We have our settings up on the screen. Microphone, I believe, is working. At least it looks like it is. All of our stats look pretty good. So let's hop on in. Got to do that first. There we go. Let's hop on in. And our food is still, I can't remember, do we have food going? Or is that just straight up water? I do not remember exactly what that is. We will find out probably within the next 5 to 6 hours. It takes a while to cook when we are on realistic time frame. Let's also start off. I want to hope everyone is having a great day. Hope everyone is having a great day, a great Friday, a great early beginning to the weekend. Today has been spectacular for me. It's been, I don't want to say crazy as it has been outlandishly crazy, but kind of crazy where one simple project turned into a much bigger project without realizing it and or thinking that was going to happen. Basically, a big organization project I was working on this morning, not done, but still working on it, but I got quite a bit accomplished. So that is amazing. It feels good. And I also got a haircut today. That's always a good day, isn't it? So yeah, I remember we started this, and then we went off to collect our GPS marker, and I think it was maybe some liquor bottles. I think that's what we got there. So I want to continue with this. If I cannot screw it up. That'll work. What should I have Calvin working on? I do not want him to be cutting any wood. I want to be cutting the wood for now on, at least for a bit. So we can be smart about what gets cut down. Most importantly, though, I want to build up my strength. Yeah, need to build up that strength. And we're far enough away from, I can't tell if this is cooked or not. Sounds like it might be. How cool would it be if that's kind of why he came over? I don't think it works that way. All right, so what do we have? Oh, yeah, we did put fish in there. Beautiful. You know what? I went to go grab my thermos. I don't have a thermos. We did not. We're avoiding the caves. Hello, Anna. Always great to see you. Welcome on back. Oh, and hey, Anna, there's something I'm just now noticed with your name. I've always read it as Anna Lees, I think. But is it kind of breaking up the word analyze? Like analyze? Is that the way it's kind of going? Like when you analyze things? I just now noticed that for some reason. But good to see you. Welcome on back. Always appreciate the support. I did want to make some arrows earlier. However, I need more of these little small rocks. So we're not able to do that. And I guess I just have to take this. Because I still, yeah, I'm scared to go inside the 3D base. So that was something else I was thinking about. On the way here, we passed 3D, not base, but 3D cave. We could go back there, and I know I know between 3D cave and the crash site from our main save, I know where a pot is, a general area. I don't know if I can remember exactly how to get back to 3D cave, but I'm still scared to go in there because I'm not sure if that counts as a cave. As in, the monsters will come out after us. Oh, so it is analyze. Interesting. I never put that together. I just read it as Anna. And then I thought that, for whatever reason, I think I thought the last name was Lee's. I don't know. Interesting. All right. I like that, though. That's very creative. We do need to get some of these rocks onto these sticks. Calvin can pick that up at some point. Yeah, but it's good to be back in hardcore survival like this. I'm loving this. Oh, no. Back off. Always doing that. The other thing I was thinking about was I'm trying to remember. So even this morning, even while I was kind of doing my organization cleaning, and oh man, I purged so many items, which I say they're purged, but they're still here. I'm the type of person that I'll take stuff out to the trash like when I leave. And then eventually I'll get upset with it, and then I'll eventually take it all out. I'm kind of that type of person. Forgot 100% forgot where I was going with that. Oh. Yes, a thought I had while I was doing my big task today, back off, was trying to think of places on the map that we can go to that oh, are we missing a thing here? That are not caves and is not something that needs to be dug up. I think we're just going to make that go there. So is this beach or river? Neither, Anna. This is hardcore survival. So we are... I need to get you back out first. So you can see we have the stats there. Or not the stats, but the settings on the left-hand side. So you can always tell by the thumbnail. Although they might be a little similar, but the thumbnail is going to be different. It says hardcore survival. And then you can see the settings on the left there. And also, I think in the title for these, I put hardcore survival. I don't think I do that for just the regular save. So we are out here by the little dinghy that I can't build out to. Can't figure that out yet. And I'm waiting to hear back from Les. I've not heard, I've not seen a comment from Les about how she built out there. So I'm kind of waiting on that before we can try that again, because there is a pistol out there. I am going to want to get that to Virginia once we get to meet Virginia. All right, let's get him back onto some more of these rocks. I don't want to pick that one up. I'll take that one. But I was thinking of places we can go to that are not caves, so we don't activate those baddies. And the only thing I can think of, I remember the airfield. And I know we found mostly resin there, but I'm not sure if there was something else that was there that we could pick up. I mean, there's got to be some other goodies that we can use. So I thought about maybe trying to take a look in the map. That might be a destination potentially today. I had to look in the map though to see where it's located. All right, let's get our strength built up with these a little bit, taking these out. I assume we gain strength by doing these. But Anna, there is another update. So they have been doing like either 21 or 28-day updates, the last 3 or 4 of them, where they started off doing them once every 2 weeks and they went to 3 or 4 weeks. This next one, update number 10, is coming out in 6 days. So it's going to be next week. That brings up an interesting dilemma, though. A very interesting dilemma is Starfield. Starfield is September 1st. Technically, I think you have access on the 31st, but I have to go pick it up to get access to it because I got the Constellation Edition. So I can get that watch. So I don't know when I'm going to start playing that. So we'll have to figure out when and how. Either Thursday or Friday will be the next Suns. Unless we do another one this weekend, which is possible. I just don't know for sure. Yeah, so we have another update just around the corner. That's where I was going with that one. Just double checking. All right, I need more of those rocks. And I need to watch my stamina. Yeah, no caves. No caves. We do not want those baddies coming around us. Now, if we were to go into a cave and they get activated, I don't know if... So, look, I mean, we've already been... So, we started at 9 a.m. is when we crashed. It's 3. It's almost 3 o'clock. So, we're about 6 hours. We still have not seen any cannibals, except for the ones that, like, those muddies that were in the area when we were out exploring. So I wonder if the cave enemies would come out at the same time. I don't want to find out yet. Maybe at another hardcore survival time, but not yet. I want this one to last as long as possible. Which at the speed we're going, because it's realistic time, it might only be a day. Oh, but I love it. And it is snowing pretty darn hard right now. Look at that. Look at that sun coming through. Beautiful. Yeah, so this is the lower, not lower, but this is a slower playthrough of all of the versus the 2. We're keeping our vitals high. We're keeping stamina high. So if and when we need it, we can use it. We'll probably throw down some more of this fencing here also. Or these defenses, I should say. All right, I think those are good. Now, I started these back here because I didn't know how far out we might eventually come. I know I'm not going to come all the way out here. But I did want to start building the fence here, or the path. And then we come out a little further. I wanted to kind of start out here. This stump kind of was a nice little starting point. It gave a nice line. I like that. Because we're also going to be we're cutting down trees to kind of go along with this. But I figure we can kind of fill this out as we go. But let's get a few more of these stumps so we can get a little more of that strength up. I mean, this is the light easy axe. And we are struggling with this. Because our strength is so low compared to the main save. It's crazy. Boom. I don't think I need... Well, we did use a couple sticks. We'll clear these out. Maybe. There we go. I don't want to kill Calvin. Alright, so he's got that full. Let's take a look at our GPS. I'm trying to remember. So we know we cannot get to that guy. He's buried. Do not have the shovel. Probably will not get the shovel for quite a while. Do not want to go in any of the caves. That was the furthest out. The airfield, I'm not sure if I remember where the airfield was. Was it up there? Is it over there? I don't remember. I kind of seem to remember when we eventually did our big circle, we were going left to right, so it makes me think that it might be way up there, which that's quite a distance to be traveling. Especially with it being almost 3 o'clock. That might be something that we do, you know, after we sleep. So let's get it cutting, see what we can do with building wise. We might venture out a little bit again. We have some areas unexplored thus far. Do I want to clear this stuff. These trees are actually kind of right along our path also. So I'm kind of liking these trees here. And then we can kind of come along this rocky formation here. Then we eventually got an up. So these are going to have, I'm going to want these down. It'd be cool if there's no cave option that allowed you to craft weapons and tools. Yeah. I see what you're saying, and yeah, you're right. But those tools are not craftable anyways, right? Wait, am I even like touching this thing? Those are weapons and tools that need to be found. So I guess what you're probably saying is either we could find those outside the caves, or oh yeah, I do like the idea. If we could somehow make a better, although how could we make an axe that's better than this, right? How could we make a bow that's better than this? If we can make a shovel, I'd like that. That's kind of cool. Using stone. Do I want that one down? I think so. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, the shovel. Yeah. I mean, I think making a shovel definitely makes sense. Obviously, you would not be able to make a zip line. Well, I mean, you could make something that only allows you to go down, right? And not up and down. You could do something like that. But then that just kind of gets away from what they're trying to do anyways. I mean, obviously, they gave themselves some leeway by making the, you know, utilizing the military aspect here, right? Because that's how we're able to get the zip lines to go 2 ways. Where you were not able to do that in the forest. But that's a good way of explaining why you're able to do it here. Also the GPS, right? So that all makes sense. Oh, I got to be careful. Oh, yeah, I got to be careful I don't break those. All right. Did not think about that. Yeah, what else could you in theory make? What other tools are there? I'm trying to think. Slingshot, you can make a slingshot. I mean, we did that in the forest, right? So a slingshot could be done. Again, though, with all those campsites around, you could have options for more weapons or things, just not the military grade, right? Like, I think it's completely feasible, even though it's supposed to be like an island resort type deal. I think it's completely feasible that someone would have a pistol. I don't know if we get into the rifle and shotgun, but pistol. Upgrade the spear, yeah. Put stone on the spear. So yeah, I guess pretty much anything you put stone on to upgrade, right? Would make sense. Yeah, I think we want to take this one down. that stamina. I could see an upgraded bow being naturally on the island because maybe people are hunting with the bow. Well, I guess then you can say that with the rifle also, right? And or maybe just having, you know, like a shooting range where you might have some of that stuff. But then I think you get into the question like what's the main purpose that they're like, is this game for the story or is it for what's afterwards and people just surviving, you know? What's their main thing? I assume it's probably the story. All right, so we're coming through the... Now, this one feels like this one could be a little narrow right now. Maybe we do eventually take this one down. Because if we were to bring that fence all the way out... I don't know how far that we'll bring the fence out, but if we were going to bring it out to this rock, I bet they jump on this rock. Although they tend to jump on ones that are a little taller. We'll see if we can't get this this base expanded a little bit. Via just make the home a little larger. Give us a little more room. So we're going to need more shelves. I hope we need more shelves, as in we have enough stuff to stack on them. I'm hoping that's the case over time. But eventually... it's just Calvin. Eventually we'll have multiple bases around the island, I would think. Anna, was it you that suggested Fort Solace? Is that what it was called? Fort Solace? Fort Solis? I think that was you, correct? I think we want to take this down. Yeah, that was you. That's what I thought. It came out a couple days ago. Have you seen anything about it? I've not seen anything about it. I know it looks cool though. Oh, that stamina again. It's crazy. So again, my thinking is I want to, I think starting in September, try and at least most weeks add a third streaming day. I definitely want to get through the Long Dark, finish that up. But I want to be able to do some Horizon Zero Dawn trophy cleanup. I don't really have any place to put this. I guess I could put you there for now. But that Fort Solace would be a game I'd like to do on, you know, like on a second day. Or on a third day, I should say, on a third day. Or it could be, you know, if we check out the Suns update and then we can have another one where we do this hardcore survival. So I like having this bit of a change of a pace on this one. Slower, we take our time. No, you're waiting to hear what I think about it. Oh, uh-oh. The pressure is on. I don't think I tried this. I cannot do this, correct? Oh, can I? Oh. Was I able to do it over? I thought I tried that. Let's clear these out. So again, we do want to have, I don't want to ruin the entire view, but we do need to have visibility. Can't have these muddies hanging around here. We need to see when someone's coming up to attack. Let's go ahead and knock this guy down. Yeah, so Anna, the two thing, or I don't know if it's two things, but the thing I need to find out is, does that game have full controller support, which I believe it probably does. I don't know if I actually looked at that. I think I just watched the trailer and really liked what I saw. But I need full controller support, so again, I think it probably will. It seems like the type of game that would. But yeah, we can probably get working on that. Oh yeah, I like that. Can we do... We can't do the third row back, can we? I don't think we can do that last one to completely open up. What can I get Calvin working on? We already have... the sticks are full. The rocks are full. I have to think I tried this. Yeah. Oh. Before we do that, though... Can I use one of these instead of a full log? Well, we need to pull these up anyways. But it's funny because when I was loading in, I was like, oh, how nice would it be to be able to... Did I not clear you yet? Zip line down to the beach and zip line back... We're not going to get that thing for a long time, if ever. So I don't know what scenario. What scenario would we get to? How comfortable and how advanced could I get to where I would... Oh, that scared me. To where I'd feel comfortable going into a cave. I'd have to... I think the only thing is we'd have to have a lot of 9mm ammo and then take the weapon away from... Did I not try that? That blows me away that I never tried that. Take the weapon away from Virginia and then we'd have a pistol. Yeah, the big stone. Yeah, that's why I have them back here. So, but there's a reason why I have them back here. And not using them. I can't remember what that was because that I think it's twofold. I think we tried messing around with it and was struggling. Secondarily, right now because it's winter and because you cannot put those stones in these. I mean, it's a lot of walking back and forth to get stones up here. That was the big problem. So having easy access to stone was the limiting factor for up here. We're eventually going to need it anyways for the stove. But that's like that. But even that is like 40 some pieces. Let's try. They were supposed to fix. Let's get Calvin down here. I want to see if they fix this. They were supposed to fix this, I believe. So I don't know if you remember, but I mentioned in the main save when I was building at the golf base, I would take Kelvin over to a pond where there was tons of these stones. ask him to fill the holder, and then I'd go off and start building. And then he would eventually, he'd start running over to me, pick up stones where I was, instead of the stones that were right in front of him, pick up the stone and then run it all the way back to the holder I asked him to fill, and then come all the way back to me, go all the way back to the holder. That's what he was doing. So I think in this last update, it sounded like they were supposed to fix that. Cart with the light skulls. Yes, there is. However, I have no skulls. And until we see enemies and until we fight enemies and burn enemies, I'm not going to have skulls. Unless we can find them randomly out and about. Out in the boot, eh? We're not going to have skulls. Not only that, but what other resources are there? You know, with these limited resources, we have to be careful with what we're using it on. So again, this button is not working. I can't advance this page. Like, I'm hitting the button 5 times before it actually moves. Maybe a little, a softer pull is working. 2 cloth, which is not terribly unreasonable. 4 duct tape, but it is kind of unreasonable in the fact that we only have 4 cloth and 7 duct tape. Oh, there were skulls on the shelves. You're right. Excellent catch, Anna. Excellent catch. There is. So apparently I lied on that one. Didn't mean to, but apparently I lied. All right, so it's not the skulls, because we must have found those at a spot. It's because of the duct tape and the cloth. Because I would rather use that stuff on traps than a sled. Get stones and fill holder. We'll see if he actually stays in this area and does that. Or completes that task. I hope he does. Because it's kind of annoying. Because I think in this save, he would just come up and stop. Because I don't think there's any up there at all. Just kind of watching him a little bit. See when he throws those down. If he'll continue to pick up or if he'll come up running up to us. Yeah, so everything is resource management in this level. You know, it is in this game anyways, but you do get to a point to where... I think there was a log over here. Or 2. To where you have so many resources, it really kind of falls to the wayside. But with having this setting to where we can only loot crates once. What else is there? There is reduced ammo containers, reduced food in containers. So anything we loot, we can only loot it once. It's going to be limiting. Especially when we're not out traveling too much. Which we'll do some traveling. Like I say, when we wake up the next day, I think I do want to try and get out to that airfield. To see what we might be able to find. Yeah, that one does hold the stones, but I don't know if it's worth... I don't think it's worth using the cloth. You know what I'm saying? When I only have 4 cloth, I don't think I want to use 2 cloth on a sled just to move some stone around, where I'd much rather use the cloth on a fly swatter trap. That'll A, kill enemies. So that'll help. And then B, that'll get us bones. That'll get us more skulls. That's more... I think that's more... It's a better use of the cloth. At least until we have a decent amount of cloth. All right, let's knock a couple more of these down. Does that make sense? Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully I'm kind of expressing that the way I'm feeling about that correctly. Wow. We are so weak, it's crazy. This is getting insane, actually. There we go. I think potentially the only way we can get warmth in the wintertime is going to be hides. But I'm not sure what additional resources are needed to make those. And then, of course, as we get... Well, I guess if we're getting one hit, taking damage from and losing armor is not going to matter. Because I think we're pretty much in a one-hit scenario here. That'd be my guess. All right, Calvin's surrounding us. That scares me a little bit. Calvin's right next to us. Did he came up here to get those rocks, or those stones. I can never remember which one they are. Which this isn't too bad, but that still is a bit of an issue. That seems weird. It never used to do that. Unless it's just a stone thing. Because when we put him in an area and ask him to get logs, he'll cut logs in that area. He doesn't come over to where I'm at and then cut logs there. Alright, let's pick a couple of these up. Get some of that energy back. That still scares me all the time too, and especially in this mode, that's really going to scare me. How the rolling logs do that. I do like using those stones though, so we'll definitely use them. Like I said, we need it for the furnace. And then I like doing, having some random walls be made out of stone. There was another game I saw just the other day. Survival game that I thought looked interesting. Oh, Icarus. Anna, have you ever seen or heard about the game called Icarus? That was looking kind of interesting, although I don't think it has controller support. Just by seeing the game, it doesn't seem like it is one that would have controller support. Because of how in-depth their menus are. Yeah. Nope. I don't know why I keep thinking this time is changing fast, because it doesn't. We're in realistic time. It's only 3 o'clock. We have about 3 hours before before we need to be going to bed. You have heard of that one? Never watched the trailer. So I watched somebody play a little bit of it the other day. It looks interesting. So it's survival. Not survival like this isn't. I don't know if you have to eat or drink, but they give you certain missions you need to go out and do. And I think you're landing on some kind of foreign planet or something like that, some different world. So it looked kind of interesting, actually. But I have to have controller support or it's not going to work for me. All right, so we can start moving these walls out a little bit. Not sure why I decided to move this one out before that other one, but we did. Let's collect some more of these logs, get some more of the poles going, and then we'll move the walls out and get a little bit of an expansion. All right, yeah, he actually may be done. Let's go take a peek, see if that's actually full or not. Maybe we can bring some up, add it to that wall. And then we'll just kind of randomly over time kind of start bringing some of those up. But all right, what else can I have him do right now, though? We do not need the food, do not need stones, do not need sticks. I do not want him cutting logs. I think he gets to rest for a bit. Let's see what kind of work he put in. There's a log right there. Let's at least get it out visible. Are there any more out here? Because if I'm going to be bringing up some stone, I won't be able to pull these up. It is taking Virginia a long time, so that's one of the things, and kind of why I really want to do the realistic time frame. Although I'm still starting to think that the realistic time frame is actually easy. No, he is still picking them up from here and taking them down. Is not the hardest setting. I think the hardest setting would be the shortest time frame available. Because what I didn't know is, so let's say if you're just playing on normal time, what, you know, the game's default time scale. You see Virginia, I think you at least see Virginia and she starts somewhat approaching you. I don't know if it's the first day, but it's at least the second day, I believe. So you have to think about how many hours does it take you in that standard default time frame to play 2 days, and what, it's probably like half an hour is my guess. I don't know what that time frame is, but it's probably somewhere around there. And we've already been playing for 6 hours and she's not shown up. Enemies have not shown up. So it's so that they're not being triggered by time, as in the number of hours you're playing. It's still going to be the second day, third day. So it's still going to be kind of determined by the number of days, I think. At least that's what it's seeming like so far. And that's why I say I think that this realistic time is actually easier. Because look, we've had 6 hours to build a pretty decent base so far. A few defenses, not a ton, but a few. Whereas if it was a shorter time frame, we'd still be freaking out and we'd have a tiny base, and we would not have too many things going for us right now. We'd have even less resources than what I have now, because we've had 6 hours to roam around. Oh, I thought I was carrying logs. I'm just gonna stack you up on here for now. Again, hopefully that makes sense. All right, let's just go ahead and throw this on since we're so close. Yeah, I can. Yeah, that's a good idea. But I think with it being this small, I don't have space. That's why I need to expand. But that is a good idea. That's also assuming, since I know he comes up here and picks stones, but I don't know if there's naturally stone up here. I think he, quote unquote, finds it. So I think stone needs to be in the area. So we'll test it next time he's up here to see if I can actually tell him to do that. We'll lay down the blueprint and see what happens. But it is possible if the stones are not here and it's not close enough to the blueprint, we might not have that option. We will definitely give it a try. There has to be more logs up here that I've cut. Although I'm not seeing any. All right. Let me check something real quick. It looked like, is my chat scrolling? Yeah, it is. Oh, you retracted that message. Okay, I thought I saw a message and then I didn't see it. I just wanted to double check. That's all. That's fine. All right, let's get you rolling. And more cutting. Dude, this axe feels like... It's pretty crazy how good they did with each weapon, because this axe definitely... And granted, we're weak again also, too. It feels like it's barely doing anything to these trees when we cut them down. I really love the fact that, again, it's what, 3 o'clock? And look at where our food and drink are. Hunger and hydration. We're looking really good for being mostly through the day. Now, of course, that'll drop over the 13 hours that we sleep, but it won't drop too much. Yeah, once we get this expanded, I'll throw down a blueprint. And then next time he's up here, I'll see if that's doable. All right, let's get this square completed. Nope. Well, although I guess I do need that at some point. But wait, let's get this started. Where did I yank this from? There we go. Well, you know what? I don't think I can right now. So we'll build the wall out and then we'll eventually move the old wall. Yeah, that's what I want to build up the strength. That's partly why I don't want him cutting wood. I also want to be selective on the trees that we knock down. He's not a very good analyzer or decider of what trees to cut. Did I see a log? Is there a log right there? There is. So we can do, I am finding we could do a little more sprinting than I initially thought. A little more. But when we're out traveling, we're going to have to still keep an eye on it. And also here when we're cutting, we have to keep an eye on it. When we're chopping. But if somebody was to come up and I got to run, I need stamina to get out. All right, let's take a look down here. Where do we want to continue cutting? Let's kind of take a look at our space. And we've got decent visibility. I don't know if I want to take anything from there at all. We've got some decent visibility here. Obviously, the further away we go, then it's just more we have to travel back. But I am kind of thinking, well, let's continue this path though first. Yeah, there's tons of stone down there. He should be picking those up over there. Not up here. So I think I want to keep this tree. It's kind of a I don't know, POI. It's a it's something to let you know where we are going down. Could it maybe eventually build like a you know, kind of like have a log here, almost like an arch. Have a log here and then go over there and then see if we can't get across with some oh, are those logs down there? Maybe with some fire sticks on there to kind of show it off. Or highlight it. Nice. I love free logs. Although we did cut them, but we didn't know about them. So this path comes up here, goes around this rock through these sets of trees. Yeah, I think that looks good. So we're probably going to go deeper up into there. I mean, that just makes sense, right? I think we can utilize the hill where we can toss them and they can roll down. We can kind of utilize that a little bit. Let's do this. I'm fine with just 2 for now, although we're eventually going to have to... I think we'll eventually have to get a little higher, but I like the openness of just 2 logs. Is there anything in the, like a path? Oop. Buttons. How do they work? Is there like a path over here we can kind of work towards? There's not. There's that little pond, but I don't think we don't have a need for that pond at all. Unless... Yeah, not at all, because we can get water from the moving stream. Because I was thinking we have seen ponds that don't freeze, but we can just go down that stream. But if we're following the topography, it kind of makes sense to kind of work our way up through here. Clear out all this brush. Oh, you know what I just thought about? I've mentioned this before. Long time ago. Something I think would be fun to do. So I'm not a multiplayer fan at all. I just don't really get into multiplayer stuff. But what would be cool is this hardcore mode with this realistic time frame. And if you're playing along with somebody and you just kind of go off into different areas and then, oh, that reminds me. We need to turn off the minimap. Do I want to play around with all of the HUD? The only thing I don't know about is how will you know when you're thirsty or hungry? Because you do not even get the notifications or the little blurbs on the lower left hand corner of the screen. You don't even get those. So how do you know that you're hungry or thirsty? Mr. Constig, welcome. Good to see you. Hello, and my day has been amazing. Talked about it at the very beginning of the stream. I think even before you got on, Anna. Had a great morning. This is my Friday off, and I started a little project that turned into a much larger project of cleaning and organizing, and it was glorious. Definitely turning this off. Let's turn off the tutorials. Building icons need to go off. That needs to go off. We don't have namer tags. Is there something else that I normally turn off also? Yeah, how do you know when you're hungry and thirsty then? That's what I don't know. Let's go ahead and just for now turn it off. I mean, 'cause we're not going to be hungry and thirsty for a while. But I did trial this in the main save. And I don't know if I liked it. Oh, your vision gets blurry, color fades. You don't want that. That's related to food and water, or is that just straight health? I think I need to make another stick basket. And then have Calvin collect sticks. So Anna, I think when I trialed that in the main save, I don't think I noticed that. Whoa. For that little tree, it made that much noise? So when that happens, you're about to die from hunger and thirst. Yeah, I am. So yeah, Mr. Constic, that's the plan. And then each time we die, if more likely when we die, then we can relax that a little bit. So like each of those settings on the left-hand side, we can change a setting. But we can only change that setting 1 degree. So if something gives you an option of going low, medium, high, and we're on high right now. So let's say for instance, enemy aggression. I think there's a low, there's a default and high, something like that. We're on high right now. So if that's the category that I want to lessen in the next life, because we're doing permadeath, then I can only move it 1 tick. I cannot move it multiple ticks. So I can't go from hard down to low. I have to go to hard to default. And then on the next death, I can move it from default to low. I never did. So in the forest, I never turned off UI fully. I also never turned off, or I never did any kind of... I did hard, but was there a hard survival like this? There was nothing like this to where you could tailor it this much. I turned off icons because I did not want to see icons. That's why I used skull lanterns for a lot of my icons. I just knew where I placed them, and I got back to that area and I saw the skull lit. That's how I did that. But I did not do those ribbons because I turned that off. All right, let's build another holder for these sticks. We can eventually get him filling another holder. So I don't know if that's the way it was. But I thought in my main save in the last stream that I thought I trialed it and woke up and we were tired and thirsty, and I don't, unless I didn't wait long enough. That's very possible. We'll play around with it. I need containers. Did I miss it? There it is. All right, so I am going to want to move. I want a different spot. Over here by the logs might make sense. I don't think we're going to go another wide. We might come out another further out this way. Can't go wider there. Well, I mean, can here, but potentially. But I kind of like having everything over here. Another one over here makes sense. Ooh, how about right in front of you? That might get confusing with the buttons. We'll just put it over here. See you soon, Mr. Constig. Yeah, we'll just put it over here. If I can. Do I not have any sticks to put in there? Yeah. Oh, you know what? It's because we don't have the icons. That's right. And we don't have any HUD at all. I forgot about that. You don't even get the HUD to say, all right, you can place stuff or you can, you know, get the hide from something. You don't get any of that. I think I might want to take this tree down. Yeah, of course I cannot get a quick visual now of what my stamina is, although I know it's low. I like it. Next time we get down to the beach, I need to find more small rocks so I can make more arrows. So I need to remember that. I hate how that always happens. Oh. There's another log down there. I don't know if it's worth going down there to get one, but we could maybe play around with that building again a little bit at some point today. I need more wire to be able to get... Yeah, that's right. I took the fence down because I knew I was building back out again. But if we want to get the electrical fences, I think we need more. Do we have any wire? I have... Oh. I can't even see this. Makes sense. I mean, all HUD, all GUI is gone, so it makes sense. Oh, that could be weird. That could be rough. But I don't have a lot of wire. Basically what we were getting at there. All right. Oh, I do have more logs. Dude, I'm telling you, that rock right there looked like a building at first. A tiny building, but it looked like a building. All right, I think we can take this one down because that way, I kind of like the way that one looks. That could be kind of our, you know, the spot we're going to. And then this all opens up here. Is there anything up here? Can I, what can I see? Okay. Is there anything of even slight importance up here other than the pond, which is still a bit of ways? And we have a bit of... So I really need to be... Yeah, all right. I really need to focus on making sure... I'm getting lulled to sleep. Not lulled to sleep legitly, but I'm losing focus because of all this time we have. We need to stay on task because we need to do more defenses. I need to make sure we get that spike path completed. Because once they come, they're going to start coming. We need to be prepared. Can I blow on you to knock you over? There we go. Oh, there's another log right down there. Oh, can't carry more. I don't know why, but for a reason lately, I seem to think I can carry more than 2 logs. It's never been a thing in either game, but for some reason, I seem to think I can carry more. All right, let's get him... Next time we see him, unless we might go find him, to get him off of rock duty, off of stone duty, and onto stick duty. Stick and rocks. We're gonna need it for the spike path. All right, so even having this open, this does give us warmth here. All right, so that's good to know. All right, can we start taking... Oh, maybe I can't take that wall away yet because of that. So let's temporarily move you there. Yeah, is it because of the bookcase? I don't... It might be. It's a bit of a bummer. We might need to keep that a little longer than I'm initially hoping, which is fine. We're going to eventually move this stuff around once we have more space. We just have to get the space. Do you have ropes for traps? I have what looks like 2 ropes. I can't tell because the GUI's turned off. I think I have 2 ropes. Did I have any ropes on the shelf? I don't think so. All right, we want you, buddy, on stick duty. I don't think I have any on the shelf, but let's just double check. Oh, no, I do. But still, the limiting factor right now is the cloth. I only have 4 cloth, and it takes... I think I want to do the fly swatter traps. Oh, that doesn't take cloth at all. I thought that took some cloth. Oh, we can easily throw down a couple of these. I still don't want to go crazy with it and use all the rope. Because do we need rope for... Oh, we do not need rope for this. That seems weird. Maybe that's what... Well, you're using duct tape, I guess. All right, let's finish collecting these logs, and we'll get working back again onto the spikes. Yeah, I thought for sure those traps needed cloth also. Any more logs? Doesn't look like it. Yeah, so all right, so now that we know that, and if I have 2 on me, and what was it? Was it 4 on the shelf? I definitely feel comfortable laying out 2 traps. Question is, where do we put them? I have to start thinking about that. As in when I put them out there, I think I'd probably make more sense to put them around here. Like maybe one here centrally, and then one over here. We still don't know which direction that they will be attacking from. There should have been 2 logs, right? There we go. It's weird how one fell here and one fell over there. Good question. I don't know. The only thing that my first initial thought on that is you have to get into a village, right? Or at least close to a village. They might have some on the periphery that we might be able to sneak up to and check out. I kind of want to finish that this last bit here before I start on the sticks or the spike path. I kind of want to finish that ceiling. All right, we're going to take this one down. And also, even when the cannibals do start showing, it definitely did in the forest. Yes, it definitely did. 100%. We're going to try and be as unaggressive as possible for as long as possible. I don't want to be the one that starts them being aggressive, which they're already on high aggression, so I think they'll kind of do that themselves. But we're going to need to try and stay as peaceful as possible, I guess. For as long as possible, which won't be very long. Oh, there's a couple over here. Yeah, I'm trying to remember, and because obviously I thought about that early on in this game, and for some reason, I'm kind of feeling like they might not. But I don't know. All right, if we can get this corner done. I think I want to get this corner done so we can walk in, and then we'll just go around for now. Eventually, we'll completely open that up. I like how that one was placed right there. That's pretty cool. But yeah, those totems were an excellent source of cloth back in the day. Oh, is this the last log? See, this is how this game gets you. I mentioned this in the forest of how you're always off one. Seems like that's just always a thing. You're always off one. If something needs 6, then when you cut it down or you pick it up, you only get 5. It's always off. Because then now I want to do another tree, but that's just delaying what I really need to be doing. No, I want to keep that one. Definitely keeping that bad boy. I do feel like we're starting to cut the trees down a little quicker. But if we can finish that corner off, we'll get inside. I'll throw down the blueprint for the fireplace. And see if we can get Calvin to finish that. Where did these logs go? These things should be easy to see in the wintertime. Why am I... not seeing them? And I know I'm going to be so focused on logs, I'm going to run right into a cannibal. All right. Just head back. We'll find it eventually. We'll find those eventually. There has to be one. There's one. There's another. All right. I think we might be pretty close to have them. Unless these are the ones that I threw. It might be the ones I threw. Oh, Lord. I could have him collect and then just make sure he, as soon as I hear him chopping, have him stop. Can I get away with just the one? Let's give that a try. Yeah, I forget. I know I can't fit through there. There we go. It does. Just the one works. All right, so that'll work for now. Whoa. All right, where will we want this fireplace, though, is the question. I kind of want it dead center, so I think we move this. Nope, not that. Move our bed over here. At least for now. Dead center, I guess, would be like here, right? But that's not centered with the door. Fireplace, where are you? I think you're this direction? There you are. Whoa. I mean, because eventually the door will be here, so it'll open up and we'll have a little more space. Yeah, I mean, that'll work. No need to be overthinking it. All right, let's see if he can do this. Build, finish structure. So you go to work, dude. Well, he's picking them up. All right, I think he's actually doing it. All right, beautiful. It'll take him a bit, but we'll eventually get a fireplace in there. I like that a lot. All right, let's at least get this up to this tree, I think. Or to the rock. One of the two. And then we'll eventually we'll have to start building it back. Actually, I probably should start building it back. So that way, if and when they start attacking, we have this. I don't need it way out there early on. I need it back at the house as soon as possible. Oh, I can't get because of, I think it's because that's already knocked over. All right, so you're causing an issue, which we can get rid of you. We already have our line determined. It's actually kind of hard to read this line as to where it kind of leads you to. Because it's lower than, if you look at the stick on the left, it's a little lower. But then he places it higher. So it's kind of hard to read where this line is going. Which ultimately doesn't need to be perfect. But I also don't want to get too askew early on. Actually, it's got a nice little curve to it right now. I'm liking that. Now we're curving back out the other way. Which, It's fine. See if we can't curve back in again. Important piece is getting this down, not it being perfectly straight. Although the big question is, how far do I want to come back? I think we do until I run out. Let's see what that gets us. It's a wavy line, but that's fine. Definitely feels like all right, I was going to say. That's a lot of sticks. All right, he's working on that. We do have him. I know it's not done. How many did he put on? All right, he's taking a little bit of a break. That's fine. I'm eventually going to need him getting more of these. Oh. My bad. Can't pick these up first. There we go. Beautiful. Not get burnt. All right. Oh, you know what I should be doing is when I'm done completing, go back for more rocks. I should just automatically just knock the stick down. So I think we pull out our axe anyways. Yeah. Although, well, I guess it's fine as long as I just come back. As long as I stay on task, this will be fine. And not forget to put the rocks on. He's admiring the work. I like it. All right, now he needs to be admiring that stuff now. He needs to get back on that duty. Get rocks. Fill holder. There we go. I'll pick these up. Was he only carrying one? See, this is where I get off track. I need to not do that stuff. All right, that must be full. Wow. We cannot carry many of those, can we? What if I should do another holder, but at this pace, he can't keep up anyways. Oh, I don't like this. We'll grab this bunch, and then we'll probably, as soon as we get that, because he won't be caught up, then we'll start the other side with the sticks. Yeah, that did not last long. Do I need to pick up sticks? I do need to pick up sticks. All right, now you, I definitely do want to be circling back through, kind of through these bushes a bit. Oh, that's right. I need to place you first. Now we get our line. That one feels horribly out of place. So does that one. Wow, what am I doing? For some reason, that's oddly satisfying. Place the stick, and the foliage disappears. I think I need to be moving in a little bit, although that sled's not necessarily a marker. Nope, that's too far off. I mean, these are all going to fall quickly anyway, so it's kind of... I'm not a huge fan of these at all. But we need something. All right, I caught up with that. I kind of like that distance. Or that, yeah, how deep we went with that. Oh, he needs to hurry up quick. All right, that's complete. Hello, Les. How are you doing? Good to see you. Welcome. Hey, buddy. So, Les, I got a question for you here in a moment. Let's finish off our rocks here real quick. All right. You're doing good. Excellent. Great to hear. Hey, question. Have you been able to watch the first two of these hardcore streams by any chance? I wish I knew where he was picking these up so I can go grab some myself. Let's just start knocking these down, I guess. Okay. Oh. All right, that's definitely cool. I got a question for you though. So, my initial thought when I got here, because we crashed up in the mountains. I restarted until I got that because I had never started up there before. We made our way down here. Then when I realized we're out here by this little dinghy, this life raft, my plan was I want to get that pistol so we can get it to Virginia when she shows. Because I need her defenses. We'll be running circles around Virginia quite a bit. If you think I do it in the main save, just wait for hardcore. So when I first got here, I started trying to build out to that thing like you did. And I could not figure it out. How did you do that? Let's get warmed up a little bit while he's collecting some of those. Oh, got you. You used a mod. Okay. All right. So that explains it, because I was trying so many things and I couldn't even get close. Which, my building skills are not there. So I've clearly chalked it up to that. Oh, easy now. All right, while he's doing that, let's run down there and take a look. Because there's a log down there I can pick up anyways. So that brings up an excellent question. I know it's been out for a bit, so it makes sense to be mods, although it's still in, you know, beta mode. What other mods are out there? Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, let's take a run out here real quick. Because I wanted to get at least a decent amount out there. I didn't need to get fully out there, but I wanted to do a little bit. Seeing how it's winter, we're going to be freezing. There's the shark. Don't have a lot of stamina. It's kind of scaring me a little bit on that. Infinite zipline. Ah, that's a good one. So I found in the last stream... Oh, I forgot this back on. I found the limit of the zipline finally. So the... Wait a minute. I'm sure we've collected this. So, all right. So this looks like... Because the setting is single-use containers. I assume that meant all loot. But we've looted these before. So this stuff will respawn. I don't need you. It's just the containers will not. Oh, that actually changes things quite a bit. I don't know if I'm a fan of that, though. Yeah, well, there you go. Yeah, you just said that. Yeah. I didn't realize that. I thought it was going to be everything. That's a bit of a bummer. Because now we have endless food now. I just learned we have endless food. I mean, it's not like we can go pick it up every 5 minutes. I'm sure it's a slower respawn rate, though, right, Les? Do you know about that? Is it slower respawn rate? So yeah, this is what I got. And then obviously, as you know, without the mod, what happens, right? We eventually get to where we drop the log and I can't do anything. I thought I could maybe build from here and figure something out, but yeah, it just was not happening. But my goal was to get at least maybe, I don't know, a quarter of the way out there. Something just kind of alleviate some of the time in the water. But Virginia's not here yet anyway, so we have time. So I might as well take this log. And we've got a ruin of a pier. We'll say it's the ruin of a pier, although I don't know why a pier here would have a ramp down here. But we got it. So Les, are there any mods to make it even more difficult? And we have a version of unlimited rope. Oh, I don't like this. I have to remember that rope's there. I almost missed it. I actually kind of thought it was a stick at first, just laying there. Thunderstore, you choose the game, you can choose anything they have. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I've never, so I can't say I've never modded. Back in the day, I got into, because I wanted to play Dust for Fallout New Vegas. And that's how I actually found one of my favorite YouTubers, is he does all this modding stuff. But I played that and it was on a crappy laptop, so it didn't work out too well anyways. But that's kind of the only modding I've ever done. Depending on if you call the Creation Club on Fallout 4 for the PlayStation and for Skyrim, if you call that, how much you determine those to be mods, which they are technically, but it's not, they're not very in depth, especially on the PlayStation. All right, we got another log here we can pick up. Sony was screwing around and didn't let Bethesda put the mods on the PlayStation that they were able to put on the Xbox. So I kind of wonder if multiple factors, but I wonder how much that kind of played into Bethesda selling to Microsoft, to Xbox. I mean, they're PC people anyway, so there's that. But I wonder if that just kind of upset Todd and Pete even more. You can enable or disable anything you download. You can choose to play the game normal or with the mods. Yeah. I'm sure. Yeah, you can turn mods on and off anytime. I am aware of that. That's how that works. Oh. I need sticks. But if you come across any mods that make it even more difficult, like say everything is a single loot or anything else. How long it's been since you last saved? Ah, interesting. Like, so will it tell you, like, does it keep a running total on the screen, or do you have it set up to where it's like, oh, just let me know when it's been 15 minutes or whatever? Wow, that rock literally just fell down there because I threw it from there and spiders got under that quick. Top of the screen, you get added how big or small it is. Okay. I definitely got burned a few times of... Oh, I thought I could walk through that from that side. I usually can. Oh, and I can't see the health. Of forgetting to save. Most definitely. Because I only save when I sleep. Hasn't caused too many issues, though, to be honest. I don't think there's any time where I went... There are times where I've gone multiple days without saving. But I don't think I died to where I lost anything. I think I got lucky. Now, that being said, in this mode, I am considering saving more often. Like, I probably should do that in this mode. Since it's pretty much going to be a one-shot kill anyways, it's not going to matter. It wouldn't be save scumming of anyway, I don't think. But in case a crash happens, I don't want to be going back 5 hours. You know what I'm saying? So I think I'm going to... I think in this mode, we are going to do that a little more. So I need to replace... Oh, this is confusing. Those are the ones I was playing around with. So do I have 3 of these? No, that must be a play around because that's day 6. All right, so I do only have the 2 of the new ones. All right, there we go. Yeah, let me know. It'd be interesting to know. Are you still on rocks, my dude? I hope so, because I need rocks. Let's make sure you're on rocks. Oh, we're too close. We're not close enough to the holder, so they're going to be really hard to find in the snow. Give them to me. Yeah, you're right. I probably should. I mean, because we have plenty of food. We do have plenty of food. I don't think food's going to be much of an issue, at least for a bit. So at least it does get that up. Yeah, that's a good call. Now, I don't want to waste it. I don't know how much that gave me. I guess if I was going to do a true test, I would have turned it back on, did it to see what it gave me, and then turn it back off. I didn't think about that. We might get an idea. So let's just take a look. Just to kind of learn. Oh, I got to do it this way first. Vitals are on. Oh, wow. All right, so. Oh, we're up to level 10 on strength. So before I got hurt from that stick, so this is just proving, I think, how one shot this is going to be. Before I got hit by that stick, I was above that next notch, but not above the last notch. And it took us down that much. All right, let's take another drink. So this is Calvin Special that we're doing here. So that's going to be food and drink also. Oh, that is not a lot. I love that. All right, let's test the fish or the MRE. Let's test the fish. All right, fish. All right, so the actual food is way better than Calvin Special. Let's test an MRE, although we don't need the food. I'd rather have the health, but we're just testing right now. MRE didn't go up at all. Is it because I'm not hungry? Is that why the health did not go up there at all? I kind of want to eat another MRE, but I don't want to waste it either. Does the game run better for you since the update, at least stream-wise? I don't know. So the last stream was after the update. I think if I'm not mistaken, I might have had some issues at the end. Oh, we got to turn that back off. Although, you know what? It feels like cheating for me to keep doing this testing to see if I can get this. No, I'm not going to do it. I was going to cook this food. It'll take 4 hours. But no, it feels like it's cheating. They optimized it a lot. Nice. But I've had 0 issues so far today, I believe. Anna could probably speak to that a little more. She's been watching the longest. All right. Is he still... What's he doing? Oh. Oh, that's right. I told him to give it to me. That's right. Where was I standing when he came by? So that's why I hate that option. He walked up to me and I didn't even notice it. He's way over there. Once he gets back over here, let's get warmed up a little bit. Once he gets back over here, I'll tell him to put him back in the holder again. We are looking at almost 4 o'clock. So time is a passing. Slowly, but it's a passing. All right, buddy. All right, yeah, you can give me that one also. All right, you'll drop it now. Get rocks and fill holder. Have you, Les, have you noticed a big difference? I think the only thing I noticed, but it was just a random thing. We were up there earlier. And I went to turn, and there was one little hiccup, but I mean, that's nothing. That's just normal stuff. I think. I don't think that was anything out of the terrible ordinary of video games. That every once in a while have that. But other than that, everything's been running perfectly today so far. Mostly helped that NVIDIA graphics use AMD, so you haven't had issues. Gotcha. Let's go and pick these up, clean this up a little bit. I could probably go down to the stream and pick up a few on my own in the stream. There you go. Within the water. And we can bring up a few more of those stones also. Did I ever check? Oh, it looks like he did actually fill this. He still didn't fill it the way I wanted him to, but he did. All right, let's just do a random check of this fish trap, which I don't think is going to work. Oh, these are not respawning quickly, that's for sure. All right, so now that I know about that rope and the MRE back there, maybe we'll do some random checks just to get an idea of how fast it might be respawning. There we go. Looks good, Anna. All right, excellent. And yeah, and I think it's been running pretty smooth so far. So that's good. Alright, yeah, it's going to be hard to find these things here. Is all that babbling just from this little stream? I guess there's a little bit of a drop right there. A couple of them. You know, we do have the smaller sled, which obviously doesn't hold as many logs. But I could start cutting over there, maybe. Oh, did it really just buffer on YouTube? Nothing on my end. It was definitely nothing on my end. So, you know, that could just be a YouTube thing for sure. But that's funny, right? When we start talking about it, right? Oh, I must have missed. Did I miss any others? No. All right, let's see what he's got. All right, not bad. He's been a little busy. I wish I could just take him straight out of his hand right there. Pick those up, Calvin. Making a mess. Did they? Whoa. Not sure what happened there. Did they change the sound of when you drop those down? Because that sounds more robust. He actually did pick those up, didn't he? Way to go. He better not be pulling them off the spikes. No, there's no way that's what he's doing. Although, is he pulling them off the spikes? I literally just checked these. All right, let's make sure. Let's keep an eye on. All right, I'm throwing down a stick. That one's not full. This one's full, though. If there's any missing before the stick, he's pulling them off the spikes. Yeah, that was a great fix. That was huge. Especially in this mode, that's even bigger, right? Because if you need supplies and you can't get what you've earned because you've taken down a cannibal, but it says full and you're not able to unzip that pouch, that would be a big bummer. In the main game, you know, playing normal, it's all right. I mean, you can save the pouches, you'll eventually get it, and that's fine. But with resources being as important as they are now, can I just place... I guess I do this. All right, now we're up to here. Let's watch this dude. Got my stick aimed at you. I guess I probably should be watching the other side also. I think I need a... I'm going to need a stone in the hand, though. All right, we're all good here. Wow, we got further down this line than I thought we'd... Oh, wait, this whole line's complete. Yeah. All right, that whole line's complete. That's why I'm on this side, duh. Wait, was there... Did you start the pop? No. There's only a couple left. All right, it doesn't matter now. There's only a couple left. We'll be extending that, though. It's actually more out of curiosity, I guess. How did I get it this time to where I actually put it in my hand? Do I need to just... Let me test something. Instead of hammering the button, picking them all up, if I just pick up one and then pick up... Oh. No, that time it still did it. You tend to put one stone on a stick before you get more. I know you meant rock. Yeah, but I think so. What made me think he was taking them, because we were down here at that point. I very well could have overlooked it, but when I was coming through here, and remember, I placed a stick. It might have been this one. I placed the stick because it was missing. I think I'd broken it. So then I backtracked, and I did not see any. Again, I could have missed the circle, but I didn't see any. And then when I came back, one was missing. So that's what got me wondering if that's what he was doing. Very well could be me not being observant. And, oh no. See, all right, so here's one missing again. How did this happen? And here. Is he knocking these down when he jumps on them? Wait, why? Did I really get this far? Oh, there's one there. Oh, interesting. Yeah, is he knocking these down when he jumps, when he climbs across them? All right, we know that's missing one. I'm going to keep it up for now so I can remember which one it is. Beautiful. All right, that gets us a decent spike fence going. I think I do want to get this side up to this rock. And because we're getting so late in the day, I don't want to venture out. Although, I mean, late in the day, it's only 4 o'clock, and we technically still have 2 full hours. But where would we venture out to? We've already gone in this direction. We've already gone up there. Oh, so that's the 3D cave right there. I think. I don't want to go in the cave. But from there, I think I might be able to find another pot. Yeah, let's play around with that. Let's do a couple things first. We'll get our spear because this will be our traveling stick. Oh, we have tons of MREs up here. And a can. All right. What else? Do I put anything else on the shelf? We'll take you. Whoa, easy now. We're keeping that. I don't need rope on the run. But I can put rope behind me, I think. I don't think we're going to need vodka on the run because I don't have enough cloth to make Molotovs. So let's go put you up. Circuit boards, we're not going to need that on the run. But if we can loot, then we might as well loot. Wow, we had a lot more. How did we get all of that? We need all of that. All right, I think that's good. Although, can I put more of the rope over here? I don't want to take you. I can't remember the buttons, and I'm not seeing the buttons now. So, yeah, we don't need the rope on the run. All right, we can close this. Let's get that save in, because we're doing this for this mode because it... Oops. It's one shot anyways. I'm pretty sure it's going to be a one-shot kill. That's the button right there. So just in case something crashes or something. I don't want to waste all that time. Pinky, good to see you. Welcome on back. Pinky, it's not possibly late. You can make it when you make it. You're good, my friend. It's all appreciated. You can always watch it later also. So yeah, hey, whenever you can make it, you can make it. I say when you make it, you're on time, right? That's all good. All right, before we do head up there though, I do want to take a quick 30 seconds and be right back. All right. We are back. Oh, I had to get some water there. Also, Pinky, I was just thinking about it too, is also, not only that, but today's a Friday off day, so I started way earlier than normal. That's not a log. No, is that? No, that's a big rock. All right, let's see if we can't find another pot so we can cook more. We haven't left at all this stream, so I think going on a little venture might be fun. So what I'm trying to get to, I think that's 3D cave right there. I'm only saying that because we passed it on the way down here, so I'm trying to remember. I think that might be. All right, so let's, because I don't want to keep this up the entire time, because again, that feels a little cheatery. So if I take, let me get to this stream. If I take this stream, and then when it forks, I need to take 2 lefts when it forks. So that might be that body of water near where our original crash site was. So 2 forks, we're turning left on both of them. All right. We do know there is a village up here somewhere. I can't remember if it's up over here or up along. I don't think it's that stream. I think it might be along this further back further. So now I need to get up here. I think I need to get up here. I need to kind of learn a way to start marking paths. When we went that other direction, I did throw down some sticks. Almost starting like a part of a fence to let me know that that's where I came from. I mean, we can easily follow this. But I need to figure out ways to start marking things. We only have 1 GPS marker. And I like how we used it the last stream of this. Got to keep an eye out for those muddy leaf piles. All right, that's a deer. Pinky, you beat it for the 2nd time? All right, when you say dark, I assume, are you talking about Demon Souls, I assume? Or Dark Souls? All right, I need to take that left. Oh, that water seems to be running a little quicker than I'm used to seeing it. I like that. Oh, Pinky, you've never played Demon Souls? So Demon Souls is probably truly Dark Souls 1. And if I'm not mistaken about thinking that the earlier ones were harder than the newer ones, Demon Souls is pretty tough. They just remade Demon Souls for the PS5 when the PS5 came out. Alright, I need to be looking for a path across because we need to take a left at the next fork. Yeah, if you like dark, you'll definitely love Demon, Pinky. Yeah, that water seems to be moving a little quicker. Now, it could just be this river. I mean, we don't spend a lot of time, or this stream. We don't spend a lot of time at this stream. Was this where we need to make our left? It's got to be. Oh, that's interesting, Pinky. I was not aware of that. Fountain of Youth. Oh. I might have to check that out. I was talking about earlier, I was watching somebody today play, I don't know if it's in full release or not, but Icarus. That looked pretty good. The only thing that concerns me is it does not look like it'll be the type of game that has controller support. This looks like that stream that does go around 3D Cave. Let's cross here. Oh, wait. No, this isn't what I'm looking for. Or is it? No. Alright, I need to make sure I'm staying on track. Where did this stream go? Does this stream just come straight into here? Alright, so there's a waterfall up there. You need to make sure we can get back. Oh, this is the campsite I was looking for. I think there's a pot here. There should be a wheel here also. Pot? No. Is the... I think... Yeah, this is the one I was looking for. How's there not a pot here? Alright. Yeah, that does get a little confusing. You know what I've been finding interesting is what game was I playing? So I'm so used to the PS5 controller or the. Can I not? Oh, I can't pick. Oh, I didn't drop the other pot. Darn it, man. Did not drop the other pot. All right, let's go ahead and lay down the GPS marker so at least we know where it's at. I mean, it's pretty easy to find. How do I change you? There we go. Am I hearing something to the left? What do I want to put? Let's put you so we know your campsite. Am I hearing a mosquito? think I am. I can't pick you up. I put everything else down except for golf course. You ordered in golf clubs or balls. How are we supposed to play golf? Gotcha. All right, how do I get out of you? There we go. Yeah, I don't know if I want. You know what? We might take that. We'll take it back. I think went up flying. Is that it? I want the circuit board. Oh, wait. Maybe I can. See, I don't see the buttons. Oh, that's throwing me off big time. Oh, did we get cloth from you? Oh, hopefully they don't take this as an attack. I don't think we're getting cloth. Just a solar panel? That's not what I want. I want wire. All right, let's. I gotta start just hitting buttons. Oh, you scared the heck out of me, Calvin. Oh my lord. Well, I have shells back home that I meant. The whole reason was to get this pot, and I did not even think about putting the pot we currently have on that shelf. That's what I was trying to do. That was the goal, but I failed putting the pot on the shelf. All right, anything else around here? I need to just hit buttons because I can't see. Since I don't have the UI on, there's nothing. All right, let's take this thing. We're going to crash like quick. How is this going to be compared to, well, driving the golf cart? I got to take it slow. Because this one, if we tumble and fall, we'll definitely take damage. Not the golf cart will keep you safe. This one though does not auto roll. So I usually don't use this. The golf cart you can kind of get going and then you can roll. This does not do that. I don't want to take you in the water. So we're making 2 rights here. Uh-oh. Wait, you're not out of solar, out of energy, are you? No, you got plenty. It made a beep, so that's why I wasn't sure. All right, this is actually easier to drive. I mean, it's slow, but it's easier to drive than the golf cart. Whoa. Except for that log, that tree. Gotta stay near that stream though. All right, this is our other right. So this should just take us all. Why did I even say anything about driving this? This should just take us all the way down to the beach, I think. Oh no, it'll take us down to that waterfall. That small waterfall. Then we can get down to the beach, I think. All right, let's just pick it up. We'll carry it for a bit. Yeah, as long as there's not a lot of stuff, it actually was a little easier to drive than the golf cart. I just really wish you could use a trigger button versus having to use the L3. All right, how did I get up here? There we go. Actually, I don't even need to get down, do I? No, just straight across. Oh, how much does this work for a flash? How good could this be? Now you can't hold a weapon, but might be interesting. Les, do you know, have they fixed so these do not despawn? So is this a waste of me bringing this back? They have a mod that resets the spring trap automatically. Yeah, that'd be a nice one. Just the spring trap, although I don't like that trap at all. I set it off more than the enemies do. Just the spring trap or all traps? All right, we're going to put you right there. Do I want to go back? I mean, it's not very far. It's 4:30. We got about an hour and a half. Yeah, I think we can go back and get that. And you know what the crazy thing is? Oh, do I have... I might not have any space. As I got to this, and I actually hovered over the pot, and I still didn't think about doing that. There we go. Now, I don't lose what I already have in there, like the Kelvin Special, do I? Let's pick it back up, just double check. I can't tell. Let's take a drink. All right, so we don't lose what we have by putting it on shelf, which I didn't think so, but I just wanted to double check. I mean, that's the whole point of doing this, right? Yeah, the hang gliders definitely do. And I think it's because it's pointless to have it down low. And to traverse back up, I think because you're always hitting trees and stuff, you just keep dropping it. So that one kind of makes sense. Also, hang glider hasn't respawned since. As far as I know, it's only for the spring trap for now. Okay. Oh, you lost the hang glider and it hasn't respawned. So it hasn't respawned in its original spot. Is that what you're saying? We can get back to this pot pretty quick. Especially now I know we probably should be building. So we have our path coming this way to get down here. I need to be kind of working on a path that gets over directly to this stream. That sounds like something to be working towards. Zipline and a ramp to run off for the hang glider, but now I can't even get it. Gotcha. I haven't seen a hang glider in forever, but I'm not up high. I remember I brought one or two down to stream base, and those disappeared quick. All right, need that stamina. You were scaring me for a moment, like that might have been a muddy pile. Trying to make sure I'm listening so if anybody starts creeping up, I can hear him. All right, so this was our first fork. I think I might be able to just cut across. All this shrubbery scares me. I've never noticed how like the snow kind of goes up the tree a little bit. That's pretty cool. Never noticed that before. Oh, so this has me thinking. If this is, you know what, I might as well. I mean, we marked this for a reason. Yeah, we're on track. If this is this campsite, I think I can find our crash site from the main save, and there are some containers near that cave. So that would be. Well, that's that cave right there. No. Yeah, that's the crash site cave from the main save. 3D, where's 3D cave? That must be. Is that 3D cave? I'm not sure. I'm getting confused. No. So Les, you can see the settings there on the left. One of the things I'm doing, I do not want to activate the cave monsters, the creepies. So I'm not going in any caves at all as of now. Because it's going to be hard enough taking on cannibals. I don't want to have to take on creepies also. All right, so we got you. That's why I did not go into 3D cave. When we passed it on the way down here, we passed 3D cave. I did not go in there because I want the flask. But I don't want to, I didn't know if that would count as a creepy cave. And I didn't want to, like I said, I don't want to activate those guys. I think Crash Cave was over. No, this goes to 3D cave. Because I would come through here and take this home to 3D base. Crash Cave, I think, is up here. Yeah, there's no wood you break from the exit cave, so I'm not sure if any cave is fine. Yeah, I don't know how that works. So we can maybe, if we die, if I die, if it happens, we can maybe try it another, the next playthrough, the next hardcore. Is this the way I want to be going? Oh, I didn't pick up. Let me pick up my GPS before I forget. We might not take this path back. Hello, friend. I don't get the stick back. So Les, I don't know if you're aware, but so we in this save we crashed up in the mountain, right? I kept doing it until we crashed up in the mountain since I haven't started up there before. That scares me. There was a cave up there, but it was one of those where you don't slide through. It's just a wide opening. You walk in. Very tiny little cave. I went in there. I was thinking there might have been a pot. There was not. All right, I think I need to keep to the stream. Not this. Although... I mean, that has to be Crash Cave. Stream's on our right. Let's just remember that. I have to see if going in the Bat Cave spawns mutants in the world or not. Yeah. So that's interesting. I didn't think about that aspect. Is it busting the wood to shimmy on through, or is it just going into that cave? I never thought about that because it's been so long since we've had to bust the wood. I kind of forgot about you had to actually do that. Oh, isn't there a baton up here? Is this where you find the baton? Which the baton was kind of iffy. But it's a weapon. Oh, that wibble gets me every time. This is a beautiful area right here. I love this area. That wibble. All right, so there's Crash Cave. Let's grab these over here. I know there's a couple containers over here. I don't need a tarp. Calvin, you... Oh no, they're crawling. Oh no, that's a bird. I thought that was one climbing that tree. I think that's that's a baton. Don't want it now though, but at least we have it. Since this is not true crash site in this save, I don't think there's gonna be anything up there. But there are a few containers out here, and there's some liquor out here. I thought there was some loose liquor. So yeah, there you go. There's the wood. So many tarps. Why all the tarps? More rope. Beautiful. I thought there was always... There we go. Liquor right there. Yeah, that's cool. If by chance... Yeah, if you learned that, let me know. Just to double check, but there shouldn't be anything up here. This looks so different without the crash being here. Yeah, I didn't think so, but there are there's usually a lot of animals up here though. Can we drink that? No. All right, let's head back home. It is 4:30. Still got about an hour and a half. See, now this right here is an excellent example of... I wish I could have done this hardcore survival before playing all that we've already played. Because then, you know, I know this bit of the map right here. It would have been fun to start this game with hardcore survival. That's basically what I'm getting at. It would have been cool. So this path basically gets us back to that campsite. It also does get us to 3D base, but I don't want to go. So, no, not 3D base, 3D cave. I don't think 3D cave had wood on it. Because it's a cave, but it goes into that 3D printer room, and then it goes into the spa area, which does have mutants in the spa area, but you need a key to get to that. So does that count? Like, as long as you don't use the key to get in that door? Creative mode, that would be cool. I don't know if it's going to happen, Les, but I would love to see once the full release happens. I'd love to see everything gets jumbled up a little bit. You know, they've already taken away the green dots, which I love. Again, it would have been nice to not have had that. But even if they hid the cave locations and then kind of moved caves a little bit, I think that would be cool. All right, so this is that campsite right over there. All right, so I know how to get back from here now. What would you like to do with creative mode? Anything along here? So we heard the one lady crying or screaming. And that's about it. Not have to use mods, basically. Okay, gotcha. Oh, so I got sidetracked earlier. So I was talking about what I'd love to be able to do, and then I got sidetracked talking about the UI. Yeah, because so I'd love to be able to get in with the multiplayer, go off in separate ways in this mode, right? In this mode, and you have either an X amount of time before you can start searching the other person out. And then maybe, you know, taking them out or something, you know, figuring that out, whatever. But the problem would be, although now that you can turn off all UI, is you'd still be able to see the person on the map, but I think you'd still be able to see them on this map, on the GPS. Because you can see Calvin. So that's what would kind of ruin that, I think. But I think that'd be kind of cool. All right, we got 3 days. Go ahead, build whatever you can build. And then after that, game's on. You can attack. That'd be kind of interesting. Of course, still have the enemies. So you're battling each other and enemies. All right, I feel like I'm not paying enough attention. Because if we get attacked, it is going to be a one-shot, man. If a muddy jumps up, we could be done. Building's your thing? Yeah, pretty much same here for the most part. That's why when I originally played The Forest, I never did the story until I just put it up on the channel. Because all I did was build. Like I did some of the story elements where you just couldn't help but come across, but I didn't get into the main ending and, you know, the storyline and all that. I didn't get into that main building. I had no idea about that at all. But you found the little trinkets and stuff around. All right, so I think we can cut through. So yeah, ultimately we might want to do some kind of a path that gets up to here. So we could cut off a lot of time by doing that. Artifact never worked correctly on console. Are you talking about the end of game artifact that I did that episode for and I got something? But I think it's a key and I had to go back in and put it someplace else to get that ball. Is that what you're talking about? Because I do remember when I left, by doing that alternate ending, that cave, there was more cave down there when I came out back into the world. There was definitely more cave down there. Yeah. Yeah, I think you have to put that in some place and then you get that ball. I think it's basically a ball that you have. I did look into that a little bit because I was curious as to, I didn't know you had to do all that. I thought I'd just get that first artifact, that key, and then that would be it. I remember I made that right before I left too for vacation. Because I wanted you guys to have something forest related for that week. And I was running out of time anyways. All right, let's see. Do we have any more? Let's get our axe back. Looks like we got a couple feathers. Nice. Is there a way I can transfer this pot? I guess I could put this pot on the fire, pick that one back up. And just let it sit there. This one has a little bit of Calvin Special in it still. There we go. Yeah, we have some MREs there. So yeah, we are plenty good on food right now. What was down? Oh, that's more alcohol. The 3D resin, I'm not going to need that, especially if we're going to the cave. Let's go ahead and take you off, drop. Hope that's just a shadow. I think it is. We're going to dispose of these. I don't need all of these. Can I just drop these? Hopefully I can. There we go. Of course, I'm not going to see the button. Can I just drop you? I don't think I can. Oh, that's a bummer. I don't think it's doable. Yeah, so you go out. So yeah, at the very end, depending on the ending you choose, You get another key card. That key card gets you into the yacht. Inside the yacht is the tiny version of the artifact. And then I think you have to take that artifact / key someplace else to get the ball. I think that's the way it works. All right. Let's get a save in. And friends, I think I am going to call... that a stream. Got about 3 hours in. That was pretty good. Not bad at all. I like that. But as always, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm trying a little something different here on the closing screen. Les, you may know, since if you do streaming, my hope here is I wanted this to be able to show or thank you everyone who's in the chat. But this only says thank you. It'll show a person's name if they subscribe during the stream. Do you know of a way where I can do something like this through OBS that will shout out people that are in the chat? I would love to be able to do that. Okay. I'll do a little more research, diving, digging, dipping, dodging, diving, and dodge. I'll kind of have to look into that a little more because I'd love to be able to do that. I think that would be awesome to be able to do. I was just trying out something a little different. As far as future streams, if I can do another one this weekend, we'll do that. Probably if we do, it will not be an extra long one. Like it won't be like an 8-hour one. Tuesday, I do want to get back to the long dark. Thursday / Friday. So I talked about this already a little bit. Thursday / Friday, there is another update. Obviously, I'm going to want to check that out. Also, Thursday / Friday, I'll have access to Starfield. The early access comes out September 1st, but it actually releases 31st. So depending on when I'm able to get on there, I'll be able to start playing Starfield. I'm not going to stream Starfield. And actually, I can't stream Starfield right now. Here's a big surprise. Did you guys know this? You cannot stream from the Xbox X to YouTube. You cannot do that. You can only stream to Twitch. And then you have to use a third-party software to double stream. That's the only way you can get it to YouTube. So I did not know that. That's a bummer. But I wasn't planning on doing a whole lot of streaming of Starfield anyways, at least not the start. That'll be more of an episode thing, a video thing. But anyways, that's coming out Thursday / Friday. So because of that, I do need to do a lot of editing this week. I do need to play a lot more Days Gone to get ahead. And then but I do want to check out the Suns update for sure. So we'll do either a Thursday or Friday stream of Suns to check that out. But I'm going to be playing quite a bit of Starfield also. So just kind of a heads up on that one. Don't toss your supplies, just build shelves outdoors. Yeah, but then I see what you're saying, Anna, and that's a good idea. And that's probably most likely what I should do. Yeah, I could build a shelf anywhere, right? I can build out in the middle of anywhere and just put those on there. That's probably what I'll end up doing. And I wouldn't throw many supplies. It's just the tarps. I just don't want all the tarps. That's all. But I won't be tossing any other supplies, that's for sure. Unless it's an arm or a head. I don't need those, don't want those. But that is a good idea, though. It's a very good idea. Maybe, you know what? Maybe next time we go by that camp, I'll just build a shelf and put tarps on the shelves. Maybe that'll be our shelf camp. We'll put all tarps that we collect on at that little campsite. I like that idea. Can't think if there's anything else, but yeah, that's coming up this week. Is Long Dark on Tuesday. If we can do another one of these this weekend, I'll hop on. I'll let you guys know. It might be a slight last minute notification, so either make sure your notifications are turned on YouTube, or you can subscribe to or join me, follow me on Twitter and or Discord to kind of make sure you're up to date. But as always, friends, thank you. I appreciate the support is huge. It means a lot. And I can't thank you enough. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And until next time, be safe,